Hello kids. So in today's class we are moving ahead and we will learn the concept of reciprocals. So when we say reciprocal of a number, that is also called as the multiplicative inverse. That means if I say I have to write the reciprocal of a number 3, then the reciprocal will be 1 by 3. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are finding out the inverse of that number. If I say I have to find the reciprocal of this fraction 1 by 6, then it will be 6 by 1, or we can also write it as 6. Similarly, if I have a fraction, let's say 2 by 3, and I want to find the reciprocal of it, it will become 3 by 2. So, reciprocal is the inverse of the number, and it is also called as the multiplicative inverse of a number. Okay, so now let us try these. Match the fractions with their reciprocals. We have 9 by 3. So what will be the reciprocal of 9 by 3, kids? It will be 3 by 9. And we have this here. So for A, this is A. Next we have 1 by 8. So reciprocal of 1 by 8 is 8 by 1, which we can also call as 8. So we have 8 here. This is for B. Next we have 11 by 7. So for 11 by 7, the reciprocal will be 7 by 11. Okay, because we are making it upside down. We are making an inverse of it. So 7 by 11 is here, C. Then we have D as 3. 3 will be 1 by 3, because we know that 3 can also be written as 3 by 1. So we are making inverse of it, which is 1 by 3. So this is D. And the last one we have 4 by 8. So 4 by 8 is again a fraction, and its inverse will be 8 by 4. So this is 8 by 4. This is for E. So kids, this is the concept of reciprocals. And why we are doing this? Because we are going to use it in dividing the fractions. So till now we have done the addition, subtraction and multiplication of fractions and mixed fractions. And now we are going to learn the division of fractions, that how we can divide a fraction. So kids, here, see, here 3 slices. Wait. Now, in order to understand the division of fraction, let us look at division once more. So we know that in the case of division, it is also called as grouping of data, or it is also called as repeated subtraction, right? Now, see here, we are given, I'm starting from here, we are given an example where we have to understand to divide a number 3 with the fraction 1 by 2. So what we are doing here is, kids, we are just dividing a number 3 with the fraction 1 by 2. If I represent this in the form of a long division, it will be something like this: 3 and 1 by 2. That means this is my divisor 1 by 2 and this is my dividend. Okay. This is just the representation of this 3 divided by 2 I am showing you here. Okay, so now how we have to divide it? So there is a method, there is a process of division of fraction, and that is it has got certain steps. The first step here is, if we have got 3 divided by 1 by 2, then first of all we have to change this division into multiplication. Okay, so when we are doing this, whenever we are going to change this division into multiplication, then the divisor, that is the right side of this divisor sign, we will have to take its reciprocal. See what I am saying? We have 3 divided by 1 by 2. We are supposed to do this. Now I am changing this division into multiplication. And when I'm changing this division into multiplication, at the same time, I am doing the reciprocal of this fraction. Which fraction? I am not doing the reciprocal of the dividend, only the divisor. Okay? Only the divisor will be reciprocaled. only this divisor will be reciprocal. So 1 by 2, the reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1, right? It is 2 by 1, or you can also write down 2. So answer will be 6. This is how we have to do this. And if you see here also, the same process has been told. Okay. So now kids, we are also given one example here. In this case, we have 3 pizzas and we have to find out how many 3/4 are there in 3. That means we have to find out 3 divided by 3 by 4. How many 3 by 4s are there in it? So if I tell you with the method which we have just learned, let us try to do this. First step is 3 as is, change division to multiplication. At the same time, do the reciprocal of the divisor. 3 by 4 will become 4 by 3 now. And what is the next step? Just do as in the case of multiplication we have done. This we can write it as 3 by 1. We can write it as 4 by 3. They are already in their lowest term. Across 3 and 3, they both have 3 as common factor. So 1 here, and here also they do not have any common factor. So multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. The answer will be straight away 4. Okay. And if we see here now, where we are given 3 pizzas and we are dividing them into 3 by 4, this is first 3 by 4. This and this will make second 3 by 4. This one and this one will make third 3 by 4, and this the fourth 3 by 4. So we have 4 3 by 4 here. Okay, same thing they have also told you that 3 can be written as 3 by 1. We have to change this division into multiplication, and when we are doing it, we are changing the divisor. We are taking the reciprocal of the divisor. Always understand that we have to take the reciprocal of divisor and not the other part. Okay, not the dividend. So I hope kids this is clear. And with this, let us move to the exercise based on this, which is exercise 6J. Okay, so let's do this fast. I'm taking this straight away. Question number 1, A part, 6 by 7 divided by 3. So what is the divisor here? 3 is the divisor here, and 6 by 7 is the dividend. So now what I am going to do, 6 by 7 divided by 3. This 3 I can write it as 3 by 1, right? I have not changed this into multiplication yet. I am just changing this whole number to fraction first. Done. Second part, 6 by 7 as is. Now change this division sign to multiplication. And when we are doing this, what we have to do? We have to take the reciprocal of the divisor. That means this part will be reciprocal. 3 by 1 will become 1 by 3. This is reciprocal. I've reciprocal this part. So now the general multiplication, this is lowest form, this is lowest form, across 6 by 6 and 3. They have 3 as common factor, 3 into 1, 3 into 2. Other than this, nothing is common. So we have 2 into 1 and 7 into 1. This will give us 2 by 7 as the answer. Okay. So this is how we have to do this. Now, kids, let us pick another question. E part I am picking here. We have 1 by 3 divided with 12. So first part, what we are going to do, let us change the whole number to fraction first. So this will become 12 by 1. And then 1 by 3 as is, change this this division into multiplication. While doing this, we have to reciprocal the divisor. 12 by 1 will be 1 by 12 now. Okay, so when we are doing this, we do not have any common factors, and we know that we cannot divide a numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. We cannot say that we can divide 3 with 12. That will be wrong. We just have to consider the numerators and denominators only for division. So this cannot be done here. Nothing is common. So in the numerator we have 1 into 1, 1, and in the denominator 12 into 3, which is 36. This is the answer. So kids, I hope this is clear what we are doing here. F part I am picking 3 by 8 divided with 8. So first thing, just change it to fraction. 8 I have changed to 8 by 1. Second step, change the division to multiplication. Take the reciprocal of the divisor. 8 by 1 will become 1 by 8. Right? And now when we see, this is the lowest form, this is the lowest form. Across also they do not have common factor, and here also. So what is this going to become? This will become 3, and now here it will become 64. 3 by 64 is the answer. Okay, so this is also done. Now I'm picking one more question. I'm picking 4 by 5 divided this I. 4 by 5 to be divided with 10 here. So same scenario kids, here 10 is a whole number. So first thing what we have to do is we have to change that whole number to fraction first. Okay, so let's do that. I part 4 by 5 divided with 10, change 10 to 10 by 1. Second step, change division to multiplication. At the same time, take the reciprocal of divisor. So 10 by 1 will be 1 by 10. So this is the lowest form, this is the lowest form. Across when we see, we know 4 and 10 has a common factor 2. So this will be 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 5, 10. So in the numerator, we have 2 into 1. In the denominator, we have 5 into 5, which will give us 2 by 25 as the answer. Okay, and the rest questions which I have not picked, they are homework for you. Now let me do question number 2 here, where we have to solve this. Same things, I am picking C part, I, E and J. Let me do C first. C is 8 divided by 1 by 6. So here in this case kids, we do not have any denominator in the dividend. So 8 will become 8 by 1. And second step, change this division to multiplication and take reciprocal of divisor. So 1 by 6 will become 6 by 1. And when we will multiply this is simple multiplication. 8 into 6 is 48. 1 into 1 is 1, which is 48 only. Right? Easy. Similarly, we can do, let me pick 4 divided with 1 by 3e part. So here what we have, 4 by 1, change division to multiplication, 1 by 3 will become 3 by 1, and simple multiplication, this will be 12 by 1, which is equal to 12. Right? So kids, understand this, that whenever we change the division to multiplication, always do the reciprocal of the divisor. Now I'm doing the G part. Here we have 5 divided with 2 by 5. So 5 by 1 and then multiply. When we are multiplying it, then do the reciprocal of 2 by 5, which is divisor. So this will be 5 by 2. This do not have common factor. This do not have common factor. Across also they do not have common factors. So multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. Easy. Next is I part, which is 6 divided by 2 by 3. So again, first of all, change the 6 to a fraction and then change the division into multiplication. At the same time, do the reciprocal. This will be 3 by 2. They do not have common factor. They do not have common factor across. 6 and 2 has 2 as common factors. 2 into 1, 2 into 3. So in the numerator, we have 3 into 3. This 3 and this 3, 9. In the denominator, 1 and 1, which is 1. So we'll get the answer as 9. Okay. So kids, I feel this is, now you should understand all this concept, and if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Now, study the questions you have got in the questions above and then fill in the blanks in the statement below using the words more than or less than. When you divide a proper fraction by a whole number, proper fraction, kids, we know what is a proper fraction, where your numerator is less than the denominator. right? So what they are saying is that whenever we divide a proper fraction by a whole number, the quotient is dash the dividend, is dash the dividend. So kids, in this case, this will always be smaller. We can also check the questions which we have done where we had a proper fractions and we are dividing that proper fraction by a whole number. So whenever we are dividing it by a whole number, the quotient is smaller than the dividend. Why this? Because we are taking the reciprocal and then we are dividing it. And similarly, when we are dividing a whole number by a proper fraction, then the quotient is dash the dividend. So in that case, it will be greater. Why? Because then whenever we are taking the reciprocal of it, it is getting multiplied with the whole number and the result is greater. Okay. So this is about this 6i exercise. And in the next class, kids, I am going to take the last exercise of this chapter 6j, where again we have division and some word problems where we have to check whether we have to pick multiplication or division. So with this, I will see you all in the next class. Please practice these questions at home. And if you have any confusion, we can always discuss over email. Thank you.